toes, head to toe, designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He was brought down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He finds Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. And he'll give it here to his running back. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt.
39-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Team Grant on the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Goodwin, 70 yards. yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
He's tackled at the...
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Gets this one to use check. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down.
Seattle.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Stafford. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And Robinson with a big catch. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
At the 7-yard line.
Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like a little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Falcons 7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll set them back 5. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
14 more yards. Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 14 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
25-yard line.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
7-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 27, Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Right there, 54, right 21. 54 mark, 54 mark. Check, block 54, block 54.
On first down, Stafford here. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's taken down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Just shy of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal. Stafford, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Seattle.
Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Kick is good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 47.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Stafford. That's complete to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here is a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, he might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 38-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Grant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down, as they have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Don't get nervous. 58 to Mike. 58. 58. Three. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 13-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons will extend their lead. extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Falcons 28, Seahawks 16.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll go down as a loss of 8. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
At the Seahawks 10-yard line.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the gun, here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 31-yard line.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
1 yard gain.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 61 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 16.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Stafford looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Stafford on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 10 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season, then his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Seahawks on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
6. First down, Seattle.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Throwing again is Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Throwing on first down, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Lambo on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Falcons 62. Seahawks 16.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
From the gun, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal from the 2.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Tonight's final score.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.